Hey YouTube, TheDiveWatcher. Wanted to create this video as a follow-up to the initial video I did for this Aerotec Ace-X, what I call Ace-X Mars Red. It's not officially Mars, but that's what I've been calling it, as Mars. It reminds me of Mars. It's got the red planet. So I had several comments said that my lighting was bad. I wanted to briefly explain what happened. I actually recorded that video twice. The very first video I recorded, I had this vlogging lamp that's to my right of me now, back behind my tablet that I record this on, and it had produced this massive glare on the watch across the whole dial. The entire video I was fighting it and struggling, trying to get the best approach and best angle, and never could get it. And I recorded the entire video, ended it, and watched 20 seconds of it. So I can't use that footage, so I trashed it and turned the vlogging light off and re-recorded. So that's why I was so dim. But I have since did some editing to it and really brightened it up and lightened it up. So I have a second channel that I was going to use as more of like a podcast type style channel, but it's called Wrist Appeal, and that's subject to change. But it's all one word, no space, Wrist Appeal. But you can look that up. I uploaded that video there, so you can see a lot better. But this video is dedicated to showing you the watch up close, where you can see it. And so I'm going to do that. Make sure here, and if you get a look at it, and you can see the textured dial, which is supposed to be like ripples in the ocean, in the waves in the ocean. Get close up there. Double crown, and then you can see how this transitions to blue. The internal bezel is half of it's blue, and it's a good little shot here. You got the double crowns. You can see how the crowns, they're not really recessed into the case, but they're not real wide. They are loomed, though, of course they are loomed, and the bezel's loomed. And I will put in the thumbnail of this, I'll put a loom shot so you can see the loom shot of it in the thumbnail. So because I don't have anything to turn the light off, the light's too far away to turn it off. But yeah, here it is though. So I want to show you also side profile view, and you can see that double dome sapphire crystal. And then I wanted to show you the case back one more time, and this is not going to be very long, but if I can get that, get close enough, and you can see he's clearly got diver's mask with his breathing apparatus in, and you can see through case back with the goggles. Just pretty cool. It's just really just the imagination can do it. It can be very cool, and that's what he did. He let his imagination go off. It was vivid. Again, here it is. I went over the specs with you in the previous video, and I may be doing a full in-depth review. And if I do, I'll have pros and cons to tell you about. But in the link in the description of this video, I'll put a link to the watch. I think he sold out of the blue and the green, and he's got silver and burgundy and Mars Red left. So silver would be, I got silver. I call it Saturn silver, and I do want the silver one. I think someone commented that they want the silver one too. They already have the red one like I do, and but here is a very close-up picture of it. And the bracelet, to me, is a cross between a Jubilee and an Engineer. And if you can see it, I guess it doesn't have the polished center link, so it may be more like a Jubilee, but it articulates well. It fits around the wrist. I took 3 links out and then went in all 3 of the micro adjustments tight, so I think my wrist is 7.25. It grew to be once that when I shattered it and had to put a metal plate and titanium plate, 7 screws in it. I used to have 6 3/4 size wrist, so I was below a 7. I was, you know, a sub 7 size wrist. But I've always worn big watches. But this is 41.5 millimeters. It's 48 lug to lug, so it's going to fit pretty much any wrist. But here it is. Close-up view, angle, and the bezel is not ceramic. It's an aluminum insert. It's anodized. So it's a pretty brilliant red. It almost matches the color shirt, my shirt, red. In some lighting, like there you see a hint of orange. It's really a cool color. This is the best colorway by far. I think he did a phenomenal job. And some of you talked about a date. Yeah, it could have a date, but I've seen plenty of GMTs out there that doesn't have a date. I know someone said, what's the use if it has no date? Well, to me, all watches should have a date, but they don't. I have one of my Octopus Kraken 300M. I wear that most of the time. It doesn't have a date. I wish it did, but it doesn't. But most of my watches do have a date. But this one doesn't. I've been wearing it nonstop. So again, I have a lot to say about it. Very comfortable to wear. Just a compact, real compact. I'd say it wears more like a 40 millimeter. Would be my thoughts. But more close up. I'm gonna end it here.